too. So you gotta take it as like, yes, I did well, even when your opponent died.
Yeah,
I think.
So I've been watching a lot of StarCraft 2. Just going back and watching all the GSLs from this past year. And it's so good. But there's something that's very interesting that I've noticed, because obviously, like, I'm like one of those, I don't know if you know this, there's a, I don't know if you know any refs. Do you know anybody who's like a ref? Like,
what do you mean?
Like a sporting ref?
One of my friends
like
was
a friend or someone's dad or something that's like a ref?
When they were in high school, it was a part-time job. My friends. Yeah.
Okay. Did you ever watch sports with them?
No, rarely.
Okay. Because apparently, like, I've known some refs, and they cheer on the refs, right? You know, there's like a penalty call, they'll be like, that was a good call, nice job, ref, like that kind of thing.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure, that's great.
And so when I watch, this is all going somewhere. So when I watch StarCraft 2, I am just constantly excited and happy with Tastosis. Like, they're such an amazing commentary duo, and I have such an appreciation for what they do.
Right?
It's so impressive. And it's funny because I almost feel like I watch just for, like, just to be impressed by their commentary. I love the racing is great, but it's like, it's a work of art. It's really impressive. It's not easy what they do, and they're very good at it. And so I just have such a strong appreciation for it. Yeah.
It's great. Yeah, I love their commentary too. It's two very different styles and of people of it as well, but working well together, right?
Totally.
Right, like Artos' style is much more analytical, much more like heavily invested in the nuances of the Terran race, and whereas like Tasteless is much more like announcer hype, right?
And I also, the thing that I've noticed is their ability to like weave a storyline into everything, which I love.
Oh, for sure.
And that was what I was getting to, is when you watch Necrodancer, it's a lot harder because they're not interacting directly. And that's the major difference, I feel like. Because they're not really, like, there is some meta, there is some, you know, where, you know, you're slow playing because your opponent's slow playing, or you're waiting to see what's in the black chest. There's like a whole bunch, there is some meta, but it's not as direct of an interaction. So you can't, you don't get those, like, I'm like, do we have those storylines? I mean, we've had, like, you know, the epic push in the World Cup where Stake went through the losers bracket right to the finals from the beginning. Like, it was amazing. Like, there's been some great moments for sure. But yeah, you don't have the same, like, interactions. It's like Cavalca versus Note isn't gonna be too different than Cavalca versus another racer, just because they are not directly interacting with each other.
I see what you're saying, right? Yeah. Like, you'll get two players, and ultimately the race will be very different. I mean, like in StarCraft, like if Maro's just building outside of their base constantly, it's going to be very different than someone else or something.
Well, they prepare builds before,
specifically
the
for players,
yes,
too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I do feel like as a racer, you know, because I do my fair share, that I definitely do change my strats based on who I'm playing, but that's not as overt, I think, in Necrodancer.
Right. And how you feel is different too, right?
Mm-hmm. So we've got a real interesting race going on right now. Cavalca is scooting with this stupendous build here. Has the bombs, has the Boots of Pain once again showing their face. But Notester, who's very consistently fast, and I'm surprised is not won a CoNDUIT yet, has got the Ring of Darkness, and I think that picking up the Shrine of Darkness is going to be a major factor here coming into the very swarmy Zone 3.
Sure. Yeah, Notester is a top seed here, right?
Yep.
8-1.
8-1.
Yeah.
Boots showing their face. That's right.
Right, like the storylines that have been prominent too has been like the change to get farming a build, right? Like the whole Naaman storyline way back. Right, like it's like a meta shift is easier to talk about in how you approach a race instead of like a player v player.
And I would say that most meta shifts are like slow. In how they change, and there's only a few moments where you can truly point to a person who like changed the meta, and I think the Naaman the name and slow play shift was a big one. But then we
Right, it was
banned
also-
axes, so
Sure.
not in Conduit though. Everybody, look at these axes, love it. But yeah, oh, I should mention, just going back to X2, since I mentioned axes, yeah, we are going to continue with our Condor mod bans, so there will be no lunging, leaping, or axes. So it does make for much better racing.
I think the other narrative that's doable is Battle of Styles, right? Like, sure, how do I say that? Like, you can tell a difference between like an Inknon versus like a Jack Up Games. Like, I can see how they play, and like, even though they're both very, very good, they're gonna be different. You know,
This is
right?
true.
So I think that's an easier storyline. This is a battle of style, instead of
Yeah, they're instead of like directly facing off against one another.
yeah,
It was,
it's like yeah.
you did have for a long time Mudjo would be going like he refused to screen watch and just would go fast.
Sure.
And that worked a lot. Mudjo, I mean, has always been one of the best, and that was a very interesting choice. Although I know that Mudjo has since switched. We are getting some very good builds here. The swap off there is definitely a downgrade for Cavalca in terms of damage, losing the Ring of War as well as the Boots of Pain, but safety, like big time safety. So this is a much, much, much safer build now. But they got to get through this floor. Oh, they got to get that heal. This is not that safe.
Oh.
Not that safe.
Oh, what was it? Is it Hellhound?
Is that me? Was that me? Does that?
Did they?
Do I get the commentator point for that?
Did you get a point? Chat, did Eli get a point there? Was that an Eli point? Oh man, I haven't even scored yet today.
1-0.
Jeepers. 1-0. Oh man.
Oh wow. Thanks, Chad. I guess. Bless
Don't worry, I'll be ruining for Chris.
Raise hand!
Thank you, Squay. I got 42 months. Appreciate it. The riskometer. That was definitely one of the best ideas I've ever had. All right. Man, that was... This seat is insane. A little shovel of strength there. But it was weird because, I don't know, like, Cavalca swapped off for safety there and then immediately died. Like, is it because they just didn't have the damage that they were used to having? Like, they had a lot of swarm control with the Ring of War, and they had the Boots of Pain. So there's a lot of swarm control, and it all just went fully sideways.
It looked like panic and just miscalculate. Like they had Shovel of Courage, right? There should be no reason to die with Shovel of Courage and a bunch of walls. And it just seemed like they dug into the walls, and then they just didn't. Then the Hellhound got them. You know, like oh no, right? Like it was just a bad time to attack. They thought they were safe, but it was just upbeat.
Yeah, the diagonal from the Hellhound. This is quite an attempt here. This is like way too late, but Cavalca going full boots here. You love to see it.
Real awkward. And the Spirit hadn't been hit yet either, I think. So it was like you had to stand still for a beat.
Yeah, Darkness, Obs, Axe, Freeze. Pretty good. Yeah, so another death leading to, well, I guess in this case, Note is the overdog, so. But Cavalca was scooting. We'll see what Cavalca can do in the next match. Yeah, Zone 3. It's true. Zone 3 has taken 3 racers, or 3 has decided 3 races so far. Zone 3 angry. It's the one that's taking the most offense to us
Zone
taking a couple weeks off. Zone 3, how dare you?
It's the most, holiday zone too. The ice.
That's true. Yeah. Except for on the Twitch plays. Because then you had the dragon. All the zones were Santa Claus. Twitch plays Necrodancer. That was a good time. Did you do much of that?
That was fun. I didn't know what was okay to do because all I really wanted to do was troll, and then I started feeling bad, and I just I'm not going to start down that route, like it like one person is usually driving, and I'm like, okay, I can chat, but they're doing okay.
Yeah, there are a few times where like I barely contributed. I mostly just watched because it was kind of fascinating to watch. But there were a few times where people were being pretty like, "Hey, it's not your turn. You're supposed to wait until the end of this floor." And that kind of stuff. And it's like, guys, it's Twitch Plays Necrodancer. This is how it works.
I wasn't sure how you're supposed to approach that. It was funny.
Which I will say is kind of interesting, given that like I heavily followed the original Twitch Plays Pokemon. Like I watched it like 24/7. I was into that. I didn't participate. I just watched and thought it was fascinating as like a weird social experiment. And I remember nice tic-tac. And I remember the time, I think it was the time where they introduced democracy because of there was that ledge that they had to walk all the way left on, and they kept jumping off.
It was the Team Rocket base in the game zone.
Yeah, maybe.
There was the spinning puzzles, and there's just like a sequence of inputs that needed to happen, and they could not do it.
I think they had to walk like on a one-tile path, where if you pressed down, you jumped off the path and had to go all the way back around again. And they had
that happened for a while. Yeah, that one was for a while. It was after that they introduced the
was it?
Democracy. Yeah, yes. And I don't know if democracy was like maybe it was because of that ledge, because I mean they have to develop it, right? Like
right. Well, they couldn't just put it in, yeah.
Right. So maybe they were working on it because they saw that and was like,
Yeah, I don't know, but I remember watching that and how annoyed I was with the people who did the downs. Like I was definitely on the
mad.
I was.
Oh,
I was pro like beat the game. Let's do it, everybody. I mean, but I was so mad at the trolls. But then now watching it this time, I'm like, yeah, but come on, guys, like you can't. It's okay. People are gonna do that. Although I will admit it was pretty annoying before, like when they first rolled out the Twitch Plays Necrodancer, and people would just bomb right away. You would just die, and they had to like change it so you didn't have the bombs. Yeah.
Sure. Oh, ATV.
Yeah, ATV.
Yeah.
So good.
So good. I think I missed the very end. I went to sleep.
It's too long ago for me to really remember it too well, but it was fascinating too that like the culture that came up around it. I was like, what a weird thing. Like that was like pure distilled like internet culture just birthing out of a strange they actually, I just saw on Twitter that there was a somebody who is playing Twitter Plays Pokemon. I don't know if you saw that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, that's what Spooty's saying. Yeah. And the guy's profile picture changes every like 15 seconds. And every 15 seconds it takes the top comment and does that.
Sure.
It's weird. We got a gun.
We got a gun.
Time for some gun dupes. Check that crate. There it is. Oh, that's nice.
Oh, yeah. I think we switch back.
Yeah. You do.
Maybe the gun for the boss for one.
Yeah, the first zone boss is pretty much destroyed by any gun.
Right. Like, shooting Conga seems good.
Yeah, Conga's probably the worst one, right? Because Core Rift's really good. Yeah. Deep Blues is really good.
Deep Blues is great.
Death Metal's really good.
You know, Death Metal's fine, right? You can shoot him.
I'd say it's better than Conga. Conga's
a
little
it's 3
janky.
shots versus, like, 1. I mean, walking up and then shooting.
You gotta bomb them first, or blood drum, and then shoot. Or you can try and, like, shoot through the whole line if you can get the line all lined up.
Yeah, it's just, I just hate having to go through the conga line, but it's nice to be able to shoot right through the conga line, right? Because usually teleport to the opposite side and get stuck sometimes. You gotta waste like 10 beats.
Yeah.
Which means like it's actually 14
That's
beats.
true, if he's snagged
like
on
that.
The line. Yeah, that's a good point. And it looks like Note might be sticking with the gun. And it's Conga, of course.
Yeah, alright. Not the best result.
No, but we're going to get a map here for Cavalca. A little extra farming can go a long way. And, you know, you take that spear. No? All right. I can see keep an axe, but you're relying on some damage ups now.
Okay, that wasn't the best for Noadster and the gun, but
it is a
definitely
flawless. Yeah, you check that black chest. Oh, but that's good though.
All right. Cool
Now.
points.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sticking with the gun. Appeasing chat.
At least appeasing commentary. Well, at least me. It's just, I love the introduction of, firearms in what seems like a place that only has medieval style weapons.
Yeah, the timeline, it doesn't matter. It's just a video game. That's pretty much how Necrodancer works. Like, yeah, there's a lot of swords, and there's, like, dragons, but there's also a blunderbuss.
Yeah, it's this... Yeah.
I mean, I guess blunderbuss makes its appearance in, like, fantasy stuff.
Sure.
But rifles usually don't.
It's kind of paying. Did Cavalca miss Flawless on the boss chest? I didn't see if they check up black. They went for purple.
Oh, they got purple. They got yeah. But they just got a upgraded axe. And
yeah.
Cavalca's in a really good spot here to tie this up. Is still behind, but, like, this is a build.
Sure.
Looks like a little more farming. I think you gotta go.
Yeah.
A little bit of armor.
That was great. Death metal was great. With the gun, 3 shots.
Oh, I missed it, but yeah, it's good. Dry baby. Spiked ears. Nope.
No, you keep that.
Oh, this 2-3, like, going to that shop took so long.
Maybe keep spiked ears so that you have more viable pickups. Like, it increases your odds for a black chest on 3-2 to be valuable.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Cavalca, please. I also think you've already got regen, right? So, we're doing boots of pain instead of goo boots.
Oh yeah, that's your main weapon. It's actually nice with
of course, rifle. Yeah, that's actually really good.
Yeah.
That's a great pick.
And it's it's gonna be better than that broadsword. Like rifle pain boots is so much better than
Did
broadsword.
You see that?
Broadsword pain.
The pain into the enemy that was oh, that was good. All right, we'll see that one at the end. That was a big moment. That was 3 enemies. Okay. It was almost like a pseudo fireball because it killed all the horizontal enemies. Yeah, the recoil kill. Very good. Love it.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's actually awesome.
Oh, was there a tome? A tome of transmog?
I didn't see it.
Oh, thanks, QP. Appreciate it. Yeah, I didn't see it either, but that's what I'm seeing in chat. Oh, there's a potion. Yeah.
Oh, sure, there it is. Oh,
fair and
this
balanced.
Is looking like getting caught back up there.
Yeah. It's still faster. Oh, that cat would be such a good swap for Note. Not gonna do it. Going full gun.
I can't react to the shop in the corner of the screen and stopping when you have half a beat or a beat.
Oh, do we upgrade the axe?
Oh my goodness! Notes.
I think you do.
Notes are just got a little unlucky here and not finding that.
Nice blood axe. Drum gun strat. It's kind of working. What's the command?
Another one.
There it is. Yeah, a gun. Was that another gun in the black?
Oh, yeah. It was another gun. It was the other one.
What is this, BPM? There's guns everywhere. Yeah, I think a strength charm is really all that Note needs for this build to be ready to go. Or some, the heavy boots or the ring of courage is so good with the rifle. Or heavy plate, that's what you want. So you don't have the knockback. And have some armor. Because right now, no armor and no goo protection. So, bit of a danger.
Oh, yeah.
You're Cavalca. I think you can take this. Cavalca's got the faster build.
Yeah, I mean, you can get some snipes across.
Yeah, you might get some teleports. You're being really crafty.
Or lucky, really. This room will be much easier to clear.
If you had an axe?
Oh, yes. Man, Axe is just so
Axe is so
I
good.
can't even, like...
Cavalca.
Like, I want to defend other weapons. Like, oh, no, these are good gear. And it's just like, well, so is the Axe. It does the same thing.
Hey,
Probably
listen.
better.
If you're upset with Axe, Rat, or Chat, you know what? I've got something for you, and it's called Condor X2, our 11th season of Condor, where axes are banned. So you get to see all kinds of wild builds. And it actually, I do find, like, I get to see all kinds, like you do as a commentator, I see a lot more, like, really interesting and crazy builds that get put together because of that.
Because axes are banned?
Because axes are banned, yeah.
Yeah.
Because they added a whole bunch of really interesting weapons.
Whoa, that was a bad teleport.
Oh, man, the back off here from Cavalca.
Yeah, Nostr is playing like it's only on one heart and super safe.
Yeah, nope, needs to push.
Push a lot harder, I think it feels like. Like what Chad is saying. That was a great teleport. Alright. Whoa, Nostr. Taking a lead, using a gun.
Gun worked out there. There's a Dead Ringer gun strat, right?
I'm sure. Maybe.
Oh, this map with the pink shovel, though. That might just be the nail right there.
So good. Yeah, nail. Oh, map. Why? And pink shovel.
Yeah, map and pink shovel in zone 5. Like, now Cavalca's ahead again. They're seesawing back and forth.
Yeah. You gotta do some screen watch mapping.
Yeah, if you can. Yeah,
now.
It's true.
Oh,
like right now would be a good time to do that. Don't let the Minotaur get away. There you go. And Cavalca moving down to 5-3. Kept about the equal lead there, but Pink Shovel once again. Look at this. Little Pink Shovel scoots. Oh, it's so good. Look at these
like
scoots.
Pink walls and a pink shovel just for these walls.
Yeah, they synergize. Don't even need to kill any enemies except for the mini-boss with that build.
It's
all right.
like the dream world, right?
Another Oblivion strat.
The bare minimum.
That's not an Oblivion
So
strat.
close.
That's just a kill everything and honk 2 bells strat. Okay, on to the Necrodancer. Although Note is not far behind, and off-the-rails Necrodancer could let Note win this. But of course, we want to see Cavalca win for our Game 3. Ooh, curse you. Red Dragon, Lacho. 1 hit. We got the Necrodancer released for Notester. Oh, not yet. Sorry, that was only the 1 bomb. Both racers have potions. So you just gotta keep an eye on Dorian.
Both have potions? Oh, I get it. Oh, cheapers.
And Dorian taking a hit there. A bit of an awkward lure here, but Cavalca. Uh-oh. Careful. Getting confused. Dorian getting hit. Just, oh my god, Dorian getting clubbed. Who's gonna win? Oh my god, I didn't even notice that Nostr was ahead.
Yeah, Nostr had really good teleports. Like, they were all Necrodancer moving towards the middle. It was great, actually. Like, the final hit was in such a better location. Like,
I was too busy looking at Cavalca because I was so concerned about Dorian getting clubbed.
Nice
I look
job.
over, and Noster's got it.
Yeah.
Wow. Dot contest. That was close. I'll leave that one up to the refs. What we may do is...
feel the hate in the chat.
So it looks like Note won it by all measures. Quicker than the bot, quicker on screen. But it's
I'm just imagining pressing up towards the stairs, and you're just like, H. I know that feeling.
So yeah, we're probably gonna get a review, but I imagine what we'll do is go to the next set while the review's happening, and then if we do have to play a rubber match, we'll do that. We'll come back to it. I think that's probably what we'll do. As long as the racers are cool with that. Well done, Note, on that win too. If even if it's not a win, on that clear with the rifle.
Yeah, there was only one awkward hit where you had to chase them down, but still, it worked out really well.
Yeah, I'm going to put on the big moment here. Check this kill out. This is a triple kill using the Boots of Pain. Boom. Look at that.
So cool.
So good.
Oh, man.
Okay, so it sounds like we're going to do like I had suggested. So we're going to move on to the next matchup, which is going to be Salo versus Spreecha. Salo, who is heavily featured in Conroe News there, dropping a bunch of PBs.